Hey everyone, my name is Owen and welcome to this little tutorial that I'm making for Triumphaudio. As we know, we collaborate with a lot of people in terms of creating sounds in Triumphaudio. But what does that mean? So I'm going to walk you through a few processes that I've done, especially with the newest library, Impact Foundry, and how you can follow along and maybe start to implement the things that I am doing in your own workflow. So as you can see here, a lot of the patches that I made for Impact Foundry are more focused on the granular sound. So let's just start with a demo of sounds. The first one is coffee machine, and it's such a gritty sound. I really like it. And the other one is dark collision. Let's listen to that one. Has a really sharp low end at the beginning that I think it's nice to probably do it as a one shot. Like, think about a riser sound and then suddenly you end with this. I like that sound, and that's also made using granular synthesis techniques. The other one is some power tools, and for this one, I actually want to make the release shorter. And maybe even if we pair this with the coffee machine we have earlier, make the cutoff really low and oh man, I love that. And the last one is the wind chimes. I really like this because it has that aleatoric sound to it. And it just continues to evolve. And it has like this shimmering quality that's like the uncanny valley of being organic, but also it can be generated from a synth, if that makes sense. And I really like this sound. It's when I first loaded up, I was just like, this is it. I think it's one of the first sounds that I made for Impact Foundry, actually. So let's see what's actually going on for me to create those sounds. So I use Omnisphere, and as you can see here, we already have the granular engine loaded. And this is also another one from the wind chimes. Can let it play out. Oh, and you might not be hearing this, but I also added some chorus and delay. Sometimes it needed a little bit more ambient. Sometimes I feel like it needs a little bit more stereo spread. So I also make those decisions while I am crafting this patches. Cool. So now what I'm gonna do is to create a region, let's just say 8 bars, put a note in it. Cool, high velocity, make sure that it's working. Okay. Maybe start it from here. Maybe earlier. Yep, that's what I want. Or maybe here. See, there's a lot of experimentation to be done. When I make this, I would spend the whole day just throwing everything in the kitchen sink and see what lands and what doesn't land. And then after that, what I am going to do is to render in place, and this just renders it into audio, as you can see here. And stick around because you will see what I'm going to do next with the audio. This is another thing that I want you to pay close attention to, because in Impact Foundry or any other Triumphaudio libraries, you actually have access to the folders. So you actually have access to the WAV files, and it's not protected. It's just a WAV file. It's not compressed. So you can just go right ahead and access all of this. From Kontakt 8, they have Leap, which is their simple sampler that you can just drag and drop stuff to. And for example, here, this is from the stuff that we rendered before. Now we have access to it. And as you can see now, everything is time locked. But if you are using the classic style, see, when you play something higher, it goes faster, and if you play something lower, it goes slower. So it's more like classic type of sampling. How about this one? Another sample that I put some delay on it, and you can loop it and maybe put the sampler type to classic. And maybe this is a little too high for you. -12. And that's just by adding a reverb and a little bit of delay after the sample. And you got that. And if you have a pads in the below and you have this shimmering in the top, maybe a little bit of high cut, which I think you can do here. So low pass. And now you have a really nice sound. Actually, you know what? Let's just load a pad from triumphaudio now, and we'll see where we're ended up with. Let's try this. Quasar. Oh, and I forgot that we have to tune this. Okay. Cool. And yeah, that's just with 2 samples, and that's just by using the Leap. No scripting required. You just drag and drop a sample to there, and you should be good to go. Other than using the Kontakt Leap, what you are going to see in triumphaudio libraries is we are also having a bunch of different effects that you can put on. Like this is our coffee machine. You can put some delay in it, and chorus too if you want. Maybe some distortion if you're into that. But my favorite thing to use is the rhythm engine. This is a wind chime that we heard before. And by using the LFO, we're able to chop the samples like this, which is super duper fun and super duper cool if you ask me. Maybe make the cut up a little bit higher. And now we're grooving it. Like imagine just having this and like 4 on the floor kick. Yeah. So that's also part of the reason why it's so powerful. And if you're going to the settings, whoa, and you're just unlocking yourself a whole lot of things that can happen over here. So this is what happens in our engine process part of our library where we are using the engine to process the sound. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a thing or two, and most importantly, have fun. All right, see ya.